Hello, good evening, and welcome back to the Digital-Motorsports YouTube channel. And it is the best time of the year. It is the annual Christmas charity race for the Make-A-Wish Foundation, live from Donington in the MX-5s. Last year, we did it in the Skip Barbers, all right, at Brands Hatch. But we thought it was a little bit serious, so we've decided to make this as funny as possible. So my name is Jack Canan. Kevin Galvin is also alongside me, and Ronan's going to join in today as well. Really looking forward to this. And yeah, Kevin, I'm up for some laughs this evening.
Yeah, it'd be a good one. We've, as you said, Jack, everything's been a bit too serious around, and we've had a whole year of very serious racing and some serious diva-isms going on as well. So it'd be nice to just chill out and enjoy what's going to be a total meme race. It's going to be an hour of absolute chaos, of great crack. Remember, the donation link is in the chat below if you're watching. Just do remember that you have to display the donation on the donor wall, otherwise it won't come through to us. But you can donate whatever you like for our drivers to do whatever you'd like them to do. All in aid of the Make-A-Wish Foundation. So it's already some seriously creative suggestions coming in. I can't wait to see what people invention up over the course of the next hour and a half or so.
Yeah, absolutely. So, just to reiterate, of course, that you decide what happens in this race to any driver that you pick. So, get your donations. Make sure to post them to the wall. We have got some fantastic ones already coming in, courtesy of most of the guys at VRA Racing who are making this as funny as possible. Now, before the stream started, now the drivers are currently in qualifying at the moment, but we were checking out the liveries, and myself and Ronan have been absolutely violated by the VRA Racing guys. That my face is on Brian McManus's boot lid, as well as Ronan's, who's on the left-hand corner panel, and also Niall is on the bonnet of the car as well. So keep an eye out for that. It is probably the most brilliant livery that's on display this evening, and we'll see what happens. But Brian has already got some stuff to do, courtesy of donations. But well, qualifying, Kevin, we had a look at it already. But basically, according to one of these donations, pole means absolutely nothing tonight.
No, it doesn't. It means absolutely nothing. If anything, it means more pain for the pole sitter, because it means the pole sitter will have to drop all the way down through the field the minute the race goes green. So there's no going off tracks, there's no starting in the pits. Once the flag goes, pole will drop all the way to the back. So yeah, that should be very, very interesting to see. Obviously, those qualifying aren't aware of that yet, although we can see Peter McCann is doing his best. I think he's already practicing ahead of what he knows is going to be somebody who's going to ask them all to drive backwards for a lap. So that should be good. He's getting plenty of practice in over the course of the practice session. And yeah, this is going to be a bit of a joke, let's be honest, but one that's going to be very, very funny and all in aid of charity.
Absolutely, yeah. So the person who starts on pole has to drop to the back before turn one. Now, here's another fantastic livery, as you can see, and making its way down towards turn one. The beaming smile of Lawrence Dusoswa facing back, staring into the camera as he comes through turn one. We are at Donington in the MX-5. It's a free car, free track, just to make it available to everybody. But yeah, there's some really funny liveries out this evening, so props to the guys for putting in the effort. But yeah, Lawrence is on the back of that car there, staring into our souls from there. And that is, I think, Rob Parks' car that's currently being driven there. That's he stuck Lawrence on the back of his car to maybe give him a few extra tenths or so. But that pole sitter donation was from Peter McCann, who gave in that donation to basically force the pole sitter to drop to the back. We will have Peter actually joining us a bit later. Well, we think it might be Peter. We don't know, but he's going to have to join us at some point, thanks to another donation. We'll get to that in a little bit. But here's the donation. On the race start, pole sitter must drop to the back before turn one, having taken the start on pole. No off tracks, no starting in the pits. You just have to drop through the field, which before turn one is probably going to cause a lot of chaos.
Yeah, there's I hope somebody has a clutch ready and is ready to completely conk the car on the beginning of the lap, because that's pretty much the only way I can see this happening. Just stall the car. Don't even restart out of Dowling. This is very trippy, I have to say. It's like and you know what? You know what's great to see? Jack Canan leading the front from the back. You know, that's what I like to see. Jack Canan
Yes.
on the back of the car. But by the time we get to the end of this, Jack will no doubt be the first face to cross the line, which is really, really awe-inspiring, isn't it, Jack? I mean, in fairness, from your meager roots, from your upbringing in Mullingar to be now, crossing the line first in this that is some livery. To be fair to LD, whatever you want to say about him, he is the king of self-promotion. I don't know anybody that promotes himself as well as Lawrence de Souza. Anybody have a better Donald Trump, maybe?
Yeah, there's that as well. There's Peter who's also deciding to try a lap in reverse. But the amount of lads practicing going backwards around Donington is really amazing to me. That they've gotten so good at going the wrong way around Donington.
I hope it never happens now. I genuinely hope it doesn't happen, and it was all for absolutely nothing.
Yeah, that they just that they put all that work to go in reverse, and they can't even do it anyway. Well, Dave Maguire is currently the fastest, but he'll have to drop to the back anyway, so we have to wait and see. Dave Maguire, it's been a while since I've seen Dave on the grid, actually. It's back in I think it was the Indy Pro 2000 series. Dave Maguire was up driving with us and fighting for the championship. I haven't seen him. He also competed with Ireland in the EDMC, so nice to see him back on the grid for a bit of crack. As well, Michael McGinn, it's been a while since I've seen Michael on the grid as well, and nice to see him in this one too. There's obviously a lot of familiar faces. There's Michael, normally a dirt specialist, is Michael McGuinness, but he's out here in the MX5s for a bit of crack nonetheless. See how he gets on as he piles through the chicane. Now we'll talk about that chicane for later on, because there is going to be some chaos with that chicane later on. But okay, we have had a new donation come in, Kevin, and I think this is brilliant. Chris McCann has donated 20 quid for Ronan Hederman to do the race start commentary.
Oh, that's going to be and I saw another one from Ronan for Peter to come in and do the commentary as Toto Wolff. So can we just leave the two of them at it for race start? Leave Ronan take race start, and then as sort of a Brundle-esque Toto Wolff impression by Peter McCann.
I am not for this at all.
I think this has to happen. We said it on stream now. It's just going to have to happen. So can we get Peter McCann in here?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I mean, can we get Peter McCann in here as we grid, just to absolutely frighten the life out of him?
Absolutely.
Okay, great.
Yeah, Ronan Hederman and Toto Wolff on commentary for the race start at Donington. I mean, I think this is a great opportunity for me and Kev to just sit back and listen to this that we can enjoy what's about to happen here. So. Thanks, Chris McCann, for this. That's brilliant.
I'm hating this. I hate even doing driver's briefing. Like, I'm not a public speaker whatsoever.
I'm so looking forward to this. It's just going to be anybody who's ever dealt with Ronan Hederman in a professional capacity with Digital Motorsport will know exactly what we're talking about.
There's Evan upside down.
Evan, it's not going to be the only time Evan's going to be upside down, however, because one of our donations is from regular IDMC winner Jordan Kelly, 20 quid, and he has asked for Evan Walsh to park sideways between the chicane apexes until the top 5 go through once. So basically, I think Evan has to, on his opening lap, park between the chicanes and then just wait for the absolute chaos that's going to ensue. So no doubt that Mazda MX-5 is going to end up in its roof at some point.
This is going to be brilliant to watch. There's a short warm-up now, actually 5-minute warm-up to head into the race, which gives us kind of a chance to preview what's going to happen. So Dave Maguire is on pole. Problem is, he has to drop now to the back before turn 1. We have Evan Walsh, who has to park in the chicane apexes and cause all amount of chaos on the first lap. We have another one as well. Obviously, Peter coming in to do commentary as Toto Wolff. Now, there is one more right? And this is my absolute favorite one for any regular digital motorsport viewers. If I can cast your minds back to that Indy Pro 2000 series just for a second to Watkins Glen, where a certain Brian McManus crossed the line to take what he thought was the checkered flag, what turned out was the white flag, and he proceeded to do donuts, thinking he'd won. But there was actually one more lap to go, and that gave Nicky Meredith his first win in the championship. But Evan Walsh has decided the following, right? 50 quid, big donation as well, fair play, Evan. 50 quid. Brian McManus has to do donuts on the second to last lap in the middle of the track. No matter if he's winning or losing, he can only stop doing donuts when the leaders lap him. Evan, round of applause.
that is the best. Well, that is the best thus far. That is going to be absolutely outstanding. I can't wait for us to just focus. There's a massive leader battle, and we can just have picture in picture of Brian still doing donuts.
Yeah, absolutely. Like these VRA guys, as much abuse as I do get from the stuff that they come up with, and they're very laid back guys. The stuff that they come up with is absolute gold.
Yeah, like I think one of the contenders for the best livery is Brian's livery, which has multiple. There's some kind of, I suppose, OG images on that car. It's in the wall at the moment, but that's me on the boot lid. If you can't make it out, Ronan, as you can see, is on the corner panel in the bottom left.
There's actually a very good story behind that.
I think I can give some context for the images that's on the boot lid. I don't know where he pulled it out of, but the boot lid images from the time when I drove a single seater in Mondello in the driving experience, and that's me in a race suit, looking terrified. The image on the bonnet is a very, very old VRA image. You can't tell it from this angle. That is a buff Niall Maher on the bonnet, which was a really old edit from a few years ago. That's been in many group chats, but it looks fabulous on the boot lid. On the VRA car. So, this car is going to be doing donuts on the second to last lap and probably taking out the leaders on the final lap. Let's be honest.
Yeah, the story behind the little me playing a ukulele. I remember back we were doing a 24-hour race, probably one of my very first 24-hour races. Brian decided on his stream that he would make a little bobblehead that would sit on the dash of my car as we were going along, and he actually animated it to move as we were going along. And of course, I was completely oblivious to the guys absolutely breaking their holes laughing during my stint. I had no idea until they told me to go look at the replay towards the end.
Oh, that's a brilliant story. Another donation by Kevin. He's decided he wants something. He's given a tenner that we are going to have Jordan Kelly to do a post-race interview with Chris McCann. So it's just giving us less work here, Kevin. That's
literally it. I mean, that just the amount of work I don't have to do. I mean, by the rate I'm paid by Digital Motorsports, the 20 seconds I don't have to do that interview is basically paid for itself. No, I just think Jordan Kelly never says anything, so I'm looking forward to hearing Jordan Kelly say more than 5 words in a single sentence. So, so him interviewing, I want him to be the interviewer and to interview Chris McCann. I just want to see what happens. I want somebody to record it and forever to be used against whoever it is.
Guys, I'm gonna pull Peter in so we can brief him on what he needs to do for the race start. Peter McCann.
Who?
Peter McCann.
I think you mean Total Wolf.
Oh, Total Wolf. Sorry. Yeah, we have Total Wolf here. Let's pull him in.
Yeah, that's good. Total Wolf, what a pleasure it is to have you in the commentary box.
Oh, hello. I wasn't expecting that.
That's supposed to be. Oh wait, wait.
What is that noise?
I have no idea, but that's the most country Total Wolf impression I've ever heard in my entire life.
No, Michael, no. See, I look like Total Wolf. I don't sound like him. That's what I told Ronan.
Right. Well, we've basically decided, right? that there's been a donation that Ronan has to do the race start commentary, and we decided to jump you in as the co-commentator, i.e. Total Wolf. So take it away, please.
Right, guys, welcome to the annual Christmas race with Digital Motorsports. There's going to be a lot of A's in here, as per the lads. And we're about to kick off here. We've got David Maguire on pole. We've got Michael McGuinness in second, Rory O'Shea in third. Jamie Hagland, I don't think we've had in here too often, guys. John McDonald. And we're going to grid, and here come the lights, and we've already got people jumping. We got someone jumped an absolute mile here at the start. I think that might be one of the VRA cars, if I'm not mistaken. Is it Peter McCann?
No, that is just not right. This is very often trying to commentate and drive.
I cannot multitask, guys. Please help me. The guys have just muted themselves here and are probably just laughing away to themselves in the background here. Evan Walsh away with an absolute stormer of a start, but I think that's going to result in a massive penalty here, Toto. Give us your views on that.
Oh, I think it is absolutely fantastic. I have Jordan on my own. I am very sorry.
Oh, I'm gonna have to save you. Lads, we jump in. Evan living up to his title there by going into first and immediately botching it into a corner, and now followed by everybody else. I'm waiting to see, did the leader drop all the way down to the bottom? I don't know if Dave Maguire has Dave Maguire dropped all the way down to the back.
I think he did, but there's been so many crashes that he's just immediately back up to P12. So he's making his way through there. Yeah, he's in the black car just in the middle of the pack there. There's just cars absolutely everywhere. Evan decided he wants to lead into turn one, and has been at the bottom of the crane or the old hairpin, dropped to the back now, as with Rory O'Shea's lead and Jamie Hagland second, McGuinness in third, Evans now in ninth. Now I don't know when he has to park it in the chicane apex at some point during this race.
He does.
So I
you serious?
Somebody needs to give him that message. Next lap, he needs to park it in the middle of the chicane.
I will relay that message right now.
Yeah, absolutely. So Evan's got a park. It's already been lads taking each other out immediately. Rob Parks has been spun in the hairpin. Lads are deciding they don't want to lead the race. They're dropping back straight away. They don't want to be nowhere near the front. Evan Walsh with the take out of the century into the final corner on Brian McCarthy, deciding to move up to P4. Brian McManus in behind him. Adam Dowling in P3. O'Shea leads. Johnny McMullen is second. And then there's a trio of VRA cars of Adam Dowling, Evan Walsh, Brian McManus up behind. But Evan has got to get the message to him that he's got to park it in the chicane apex for a lap and wait and see what happens. But
message has been relayed.
Yeah, that is a bonk of the century. That is absolutely a bonk of the century for Evan, going into the back of poor old Brian McCarthy, who's way back in the Lego car. And I think we have another donation.
Oh, Kevin.
I am not looking forward to this one.
Oh, Kevin, right. Chris McCann with another €20 donation. Kevin Galvin needs to sing his commentary for a full lap in a woman's voice.
Oh, sing. I didn't even sing.
Right.
So
basically, we need Mariah Carey for a full lap there.
I'm going to have more A's than Ronan Hederman doing this. Okay, I'll leave you decide what lap you want me to do it at then, because I might need time to rehearse over here at the back, you know.
Right, I'll give you a lap to prep for this. I'll give you one lap at this. So the beginning of lap 4 is where we're going to need you to break into song for a full lap, courtesy of Chris McCann. Coming in. There's Evan parking on the apex right there. And he's just gonna roll into Peter. That's brilliant from Evan Walsh. There is just he's forcing everyone to just take evasive, nearly getting into taking out everybody as they come through. Now he gets back underway. I don't think he has. I don't know how his car is still going, to be honest, but he's on his way again. So Evan has fulfilled his duty.
I love the way Evan's duty was all he had to do was park on the chicane, and Evan was like, "No, I'm causing carnage here. I'm going to rock forward and backward and make sure I take out somebody." Parking it simply isn't enough for this man.
Yeah, absolutely. There's an hour race here, so there's plenty of time. Brian McManus is now leading in this race. Little move going on here. Brian McCarthy, Lee O'Brien. and Brian McCarthy's up a place there into P9. So there is Brian out front, Johnny McMullen second, Dave Maguire, who started on pole, dropped to the back, is now back up to third, fighting with these guys. Adam Dowling in fourth now. So they're going to settle in and wait to see what other carnage is going to be caused later on as Maguire makes a mistake. Adam Dowling goes through up to third place, and now we'll see. Now Brian, we know, has to do donuts on the second to last lap anyways, no matter where he is on the circuit at any point. And I think there are possibilities under donations as well for you to force a pit stop for somebody as well. So you can target somebody and tell them to come in for a mandatory pit stop if you so choose, and just cause them immense amounts of pain in this race. But it's all for fun. It's all for charity. So Roy O'Shea's in the grass there somewhere, disappeared off to the right hand side in the chicane. And now we'll see, but it's a little bit too calm out here. I think we need a bit more. We need a bit more carnage here.
A bit more carnage. We need a few more donations, lads. Remember, the donations are there. If you want to see, you basically get the lights or ourselves to pretty much do anything that's legal and won't see us demonetized. Then feel free to send in the donations. Just remember, when you do send in your donations, to post them over on lap 4, so I have to do the rest of it like this. I've just realized. So if you could just post it to the donation wall, but remember, you have to do that. This is definitely the highlight of my broadcasting career, Jack.
Lads.
Oh, Jesus. While we're recovering there, I'm just going to give you a couple of ideas of donations that we had, donation ideas we had during the week. So just to give you guys some ideas ourselves. So stick to the right-hand side of the track for an entire lap. Cut one corner in the most spectacular fashion possible. Swap places with the car behind. Drive through the pit backwards. Do an entire lap backwards. Do a donut on the live track, or as we've already had by our gorgeous commentator Kevin Galvin, to do some form of impression, and that also includes me. So get your donations in, guys. We really appreciate it.
Oh boy, do we have a donation here. It's the best one so far. Right, this is from Thomas or Tomas, not sure, €20. Lawrence de Soswa has to blatantly run someone off the track, then in Discord sincerely claim the other person was at fault for at least 2 minutes. Now, so that message has got to get to Lawrence. He's got to run off somebody on purpose and claim they were wrong for 2 minutes in Discord. So I don't know, I'm not sure if we're going to be able to hear him try to claim the other person's fault.
Wait to see the recording of that. So we're back to lap 5 anyway, lads. Great that we're through that ordeal. Sorry to cut across you there, Jack. I just thought I'd milked the most of Chris's 20 there. But yeah, that is an outstanding donation. I love that so much. Hey! Oh no, that was Lawrence being punted off.
That was Evan punting Lawrence off. So now Lawrence needs to get his revenge here. So now this is his chance to blatantly run someone off the circuit and claim they were at fault for 2 minutes in Discord. So let's see what he does. Who's he going to target?
He's another Potato Nation member ahead of him. I don't know if he's going to do that. I don't know, even for charity will Lawrence do anything that might affect his follower fan base. But we do have Eric. Poor old Eric Cuyer. I have no idea, but from the Carolinas, I think. He's a name I haven't seen before. Will he be the target of LD's sincere aggression?
Yeah,
and I've just relayed that message in game now, so we should be expecting to see that happen sometime soon.
Here we go.
Here we go. He aimed for his community member, and now he's claim that they were wrong for 2 minutes in the Discord. So hopefully, I think
get him in here. We should get him in here to try and explain what happened and sincerely go through it as well.
Yeah,
I want to hear his excuse to us.
Lawrence is in with his own community at the moment, but we'll definitely get him in at some stage.
Yeah, we need. So hopefully on stream he's claiming that that John McDonald was completely wrong for basically turning in on him in the old hairpin, as you could see there, coming in. So keep the donations coming in, everyone. This is this is brilliant. I love this, and we're only 9 minutes into a 1 hour race, so this is not even the beginning of it. Brian McManus is having too much of a clean race out the front at the moment, so somebody needs to change that. Anyone who's out front has basically not had enough stuff thrown at them. So
I don't know, Jack. I'm so looking forward if Brian McManus crosses the line in first and again has to throw away a race win by doing donuts for an entire lap. That will just make my day. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, I think it'll make a lot of people very, very happy. As the two of them, it's himself and Johnny McMullen, who are up front in the MX-5s, which is a free car on iRacing. As here is a few others. Dave McGuire. Where on earth is Dave McGuire coming in? Oh my God! Dave McGuire has decided he wants to take his own line through the old hairpin. I need a replay of that. Look at that. From David, flat throttle over top. How the hell did Rob Parks survive that? I actually think he saw it.
I'd love to see Rob Parks' cockpit view. If we could get a replay of that one, that would be well worth a view. If we could get a look at that. Dave McGuire now in the pin. Yeah, are we going to get on board with Rob Parks? I want to see what happens here. Rob Parks' point of view.
This is a slow-mo. This is basically what Rob Parks is seeing. He sees the straight in front. Watch on the right-hand side of your picture. There is Dave McGuire. Oh my God! He's come straight across. And now he was aiming for him, but 10 points for effort, Dave, but didn't quite pay off.
Yeah,
coming through. Oh, there has been a collision right there. Brian and Johnny have come together, and Adam Dowling's now in the lead. So what's happened here? Has he gone for a legitimate overtake here, or has he just been punted straight off the road here into
I think
the
we
final
both know
corner?
the answer to that one.
That's a punt and a half.
That's a bit of an illegitimate overtake. Oh, and they've merged together. And look at Adam Dowling. Just thanks very much, lads. I'll just sneak down the inside. That's grand by me.
Yeah, perfect job. But they carry on nonetheless. So Adam Dowling is now too far in the lead, can I say. So just if we can have somebody target Adam, please, out the front.
Or if you want, send in a donation to force P1 to perhaps do the next lap backwards, or maybe all of the cars to do the next lap backwards, or indeed whatever else takes your fancy. As we say, all for a good cause for the Make-A-Wish Foundation, helping sick children kind of live some of their dreams and have their dreams come true, have their wishes come true. So do send in a donation. This would be great crack. I'm not sure what happened here. Oh, there's some serious.
Oh, good lord! That's kind of Max Verstappen, Lewis Hamilton, and Saudi Arabia stuff going on there. It's from Rob Parks. Look at that! Just off, absolutely just. I think you might have got a slowdown and decided to take it in the middle of the track, as you do in a charity race. But
there's a slight chance that that's probably not the case. We were on one of Lawrence's community's races yesterday, and myself and Rob Parks doing the NASCAR trucks, and he was basically a big fan of just sitting in front of people and just slamming on the brakes at the last second. So that's most likely what he's at again.
Yeah, and he tried to take out Peter McCann, but Peter saw him coming. So we do have another donation from Robert Fleming. Lawrence has to talk in a Scottish accent for a full lap while trying to take out as many drivers as he can for that lap. So Peter, we don't have Lawrence. We need to get Lawrence in.
We need to get Lawrence on the stream. That's what we need Lawrence in. We need the whole world to enjoy Lawrence de Sosma's Scottish accent, not just his Discord.
Yeah, while taking people out on purpose.
While absolutely. Doing his best Pastor Maldonado impression. Rob Parks is having a great old race, getting great enjoyment out of him. Who is next in his line? Eric Coyer. He is next in his sights. And do remember, as we see, this is going to end
there
up
he goes. That was John McDonald just trying to murder a few people on the straight coming down there, but Lawrence has got a lot of cars behind him now, and that's it. Now that's lots of targets for Lawrence if he wants to, he has to. He's been forced under donation to do a Scottish accent for a full lap and take out as many people as he can. So hopefully that's on the video on demand later on.
So
So
I've just been told LD is actually streaming too, so he will be doing that over on his channel. But he has been instructed now to take out as many cars as possible during this lap.
Very good. Looking forward to seeing that. He can always send us on some of the clips maybe afterwards we put up on the Digital Motorsports Facebook for you to enjoy. But we're about almost a quarter of a way into the race. Our goal is €2,000. We are on track to reach that goal, but we do need your donations, so do keep the donations coming in. People are sending in 20 seems to be the general donation, but a lot of people sending in 50s as well to see what they want happened. I've done lap 4 in a woman's voice. I've surrendered all of my dignity at this point. So please do send in what you can, because I'm really looking forward to seeing what people's ideas are, how to shake up this race, because there is plenty of scope at Donington Park to create some carnage.
God, Evan has got into the braking zone there. So I'm assuming, I think the next lap now, Lawrence has got to, well, it's now starting. He's starting to just barge people out of the way now. So now he's got to start taking people out, Lawrence, into the final corner. Next lap, he has been informed that he has to take out as many people as he can for a whole lot. He decided he's going to go into the pit lane for the crack. Now, so don't know what he's doing here. Maybe is he just gonna wait for the leaders to come around?
I think he's waiting for the leaders to come around. I think that's exactly what he's doing.
Now that's clever. That's clever. That's exactly what we need.
Oh, actually, he needs penalties cleared. Give me one.
Right.
That's
So
what's wrong.
too much.
LD living the dream of every public lobby first-time driver of being lapped and then immediately taking out the leaders through no fault of their own.
Yeah, that is typical stuff there. But he had to take a drive through because his black flags weren't cleared. So now he's dropped a ways back. So we need to just keep an eye on his red little flash, red flashes that will come up on the side of the overlay when he's off the circuit or has made contact with somebody. So we have to wait now for him to catch up to a few people. Oh my lord, Rob Parks to take it off. That's
the alternative line.
The alternative line, nearly a better line actually. Through the old hairpin, it's just straight line, and because obviously the off tracks are off. Damage healing is on as well in this session. So anyone who does take a big hit is just has their car immediately repaired. Now Adam, I think, has decided he's slowed down. He's waiting for the two behind him to catch up. Brian and Johnny, they've crashed into each other once, and now we're gonna wait and see, do they cause another massive accident, but this time involving Adam Dowling in this next little bit that's gonna happen here.
I think that guy needs a penalty big time, doesn't he?
I think he does. I think he does. So if any of our top three, if you can target them, but particularly Adam Dowling, let's get Adam in a world of pain with the donations here, or get one of the other lads behind him, just maybe take him out or send him into a wall or something. Just it's all for fun. Just whatever you can think up that's not going to get us cancelled, then go ahead and do that as they come round. They have caught up to Adam now, so there. And is that Lawrence going down just in front of the leaders there?
I think it might
be Lawrence. I'm not sure. No, it's not. It's John McDonald who's down here. So Lawrence now, I'm going to need a little bit more of severe taken out here from Lawrence. I need a lot more aggression from Lawrence here. Remember, he has to do a Scottish accent as well. That was Evan Walsh just cutting across the track in front of him there, I think, as he came. Yeah, that's Evan's actually dead in the wall there, just on the right-hand side. There has been a massive accident for himself and Dave Maguire. Lawrence coming up behind Jordan now, but still no sign of him taking anyone out just yet. Evan is now aiming for the target somebody in mind. Now, did he take out Jordan is my question. Around the next corner, and he's going to come up the hill. Oh my god. I think that was Peter. That was parked in the middle of the road, and Evan
just got missing them all.
Evan somehow aimed to crash into somebody and somehow missed everyone there. So Evan Walsh missed. Oh my god. There was another massive accident just behind there.
I'd love to see the top three if somebody would send in a donation, potentially doing a roadblock for everyone else. That'd be good to see. Any sort of convoy. I remember you can always get to drive only on the left-hand side of the track, and there will be penalties applied for anybody who doesn't. All that good stuff. do go into the donation link. It is in the chat below, and just make sure you post your donation to the wall so that when you post it, we get to see it.
I may or may not be in the background here trying to put one in.
Now,
Neither.
we have had a donation from the Potato Nation.
Two donations, actually.
Yeah, all VRA cars must form up and do a rolling roadblock. So right on cue, the VRA lads have got to basically block the road for everyone now. So if we can get them all together on the circuit to just do like 4 or 5 cars across the middle of the track and cause a world of problems. There is a severe battle going on for the lead now between Brian and Adam and Johnny, who's actually fighting for position here. But the VRA lads, I think, are about to roadblock him here. Oh my God, into the final corner. They are causing the roadblock now. Brian and Adam teaming up on Johnny McMullen here. Who's getting severely shoved off the road. Brian McCarthy just out of absolute nowhere across the... He just cut the whole final part of the circuit, and has decided he wants to take the lead now. So the two VRA cars are going to roadblock Johnny here and cause a world of issues for him coming into
we
the
need
next
all
one.
of the VRA cars now. Let's not forget the donation says all of the VRA cars. So we need all... How many do we have? 5 or 6 of them? To form a rolling roadblock, wing mirror to wing mirror, if you don't mind, and just cause commotion.
Oh my word! Now, this is the VRA lads are not even involved in this, but there's even more. Oh, there is. There's about 3 of them boxing in a couple of the cars here. Enda Farrell is joining in. They've decided to block the whole back straight here. Evan and Jordan and Peter, and at some point, the leaders are going to come round to meet this in the next part. So, rolling roadblock in progress. We have had another donation come in from Phelan Pritchard. Lawrence has got to do the final lap in reverse for that one. And there's been another one come in as well. Stephen Mullen, 10 euro. Peter McCann to do a donut at the start-finish line during the race. So we might see that coming up here. It's just now just chaos happening now. As they're trying to get through, and there's just the VRA lads are just not giving any room. They're causing even more problems now. Cars backwards. I mean, this is exactly what we want. I want to see now what on earth just happened there. Now this is with them catching up to the roadblock as they came in, and did Johnny make his way through? Oh, Rob Parks with the takeout on Brian McManus, absolutely pinpoint accuracy, and also got into the back of Adam. I think that was Jordan as well that got in the middle of that as well. Oh, what on earth is happening here?
Oh, we're gonna have to bring in some sort of rule to see how we can let this one finish. Oh, they're off. I think they've Brian gets bumped off at the first corner as they head towards down the Kramer curves. That was sort of Jimmy Broadbent in the Praga sort of incident there, right off into the gravel, around the outside. Brian McManus in first all the way down to third. And remember, Brian does have to do donuts before the end of it on the last lap. So when the leaders cross the last lap, Brian must do donuts until the leaders pass him again. So a whole full lap of donuts awaits Brian McManus, regardless of what position he's in. There's somebody gone way off there through the grass. That's probably going to be a bowling attempt. Yes, I think that's Rob Parks.
Jesus.
Jordan Kelly. Jordan loves this area for a bit of commotion. And his Donegal internet is absolutely ruining some of the other cars around the place.
Dave Maguire parking it in the middle of the old hairpin there as Brian McCarthy took off there. There's a couple more VRA lads in the grass. It was Adam Dowling was in the middle of the grass. Now this whole roadblock situation is just caused even more. Absolute, like, they've bunched the whole field up together in this as well. Ronan's decided he wants somebody else to do a lap in reverse as well. He wants Adam Dowling to do a lap in reverse. Adam Dowling to do a lap in reverse. So we have Adam to do a lap in reverse, and we have Lawrence.
McCann, and we have Peter McCann to do donuts on the start-finish line.
Oh, this
is
descending now.
Stephen Mullen, €10. Thanks very much, Stephen, for your donation. Peter McCann to do a donut at the start-finish line during the race. So at any point, I presume.
All of those donations are going in now, guys.
Oh, the pit maneuver as well from another car there just coming through on Brian. That's going to cause even more death and destruction.
Failed, an absolutely failed fishtail attempt there. I don't know who it was.
Oh wow, that was so Brian got pit maneuvered right there, and keeps the throttle planted. Somebody else got pit maneuvered as well. He joins in, takes out both Potato Nation cars in the middle, joined by Jordan Kelly. But Michael McGuinness was caught up in that big one as well. There's a huge amount of death and destruction on the back straight there as they came through. So Brian now back in front with a few more to go. He has to do donuts as well. And but there's plenty coming in for Lawrence to take out people in this one. And he also has to do the final lap in reverses. Oh dear God, that's Jordan Kelly, who's about to aim for somebody through the old hairpin there. There he is, gone completely off the circuit, being joined on, takes out Peter. And there's Adam doing his lap in reverse.
Adam had plenty of practice in before doing this, and Adam now still in 5th position, even though he's almost halfway through his lap doing reverse, as Emma Dempsey goes way off in the distance. Thanks to Grandmaster Flash, aka Nathan Healy. He says all VRA drivers to do a lap driving backwards. So now Adam, once he finishes this lap doing backwards, he has to turn around, drive forwards, meet up with his other VRA buddies, and they have to do a lap driving backwards. Hopefully, if they can do it all together, that might be good. But yeah, plenty of donations now coming in. And Nicole said, yeah, and LD to punt anyone off track. I like the absolute brazen indiscrimination of that. Just anybody. I don't care who. I just want to see carnage. Thanks, Nicole. So yeah, 28 donations. We're almost up to €600 donated. Keep those donations coming in. We're about halfway through the race, and our goal is €2,000. Let's not forget, for the Make-A-Wish Foundation, which does absolutely brilliant work in Ireland. So do donate and let us know what you're going to donate for, because there's still loads and loads of time for absolute carnage. And some of these suggestions have been insanely creative. So I can't wait to see what people think up between now and the end of the race.
Yeah, absolutely. So there's still plenty to happen. Peter still needs to do his donuts here on the strafe, but he might have pulled those off when he was taken out. So we have to see in these next ones. But all VRA cars are now supposed to do a lap in reverse. Doesn't say that they have to do it all together, but they do have to do a lap in reverse at some point. Adam's done his, so we now have to wait for Evan to do his, and Peter to do his, Jordan to do his, and Brian to do his one as well, as we're now approaching the half distance mark in this well, quote-unquote race that's going on at the moment. Peter now just winding his way through back up to the leaders, as there's an attempted takeout in the background that didn't actually quite pay off. Brian McManus and Johnny McMullen have been together for the whole race so far, and oh my God, that's I think that's Jordan coming through, fishtailing around. Oh, of course it's Evan coming down, fishtailing into the next part. He doesn't need donations to take people out; he'll just do it.
Yeah, Evan would do it. If in real life, you didn't have to pay for the damage that you had, Evan would be already banned from Mondello. Like, he would just be causing absolute carnage as much as he possibly could. This boy lives for Rex. And there he is. He's starting a bit of a reverse 180 and straight in. That was actually quite tidy, in fairness.
That was very tidy. Brian's doing his at the same time as well. So, and who else? Oh, Peter's doing his at the same time as well. So all the VRA lads doing the same lap in reverse at the same time. So he's going to get a helping hand from Rob as well. Just a gentle tap off the road from Rob Parks at the same time as well, just to add insult to injury going on here. So this is great stuff. Tony as well is just enjoying himself. Brian is there. He is going backwards around turn 1. Evan's doing his. Evan was pulling off some lovely handbrake turns before he had to do that as well. But he's now got to do this. Now they have practiced this. They should be all right at this.
Yeah, they're supposed to. Evan tried to take somebody out even whilst going backwards. I think that's Lawrence lining up. Lawrence is going to line up one of the VRA guys. I think if there's ever a time to punt somebody, now is the time. Let's keep looking at Lawrence. He goes through the fellow Potato Nation heads. He's gonna try and move around the outside. This is all. They got absolutely no space there, and he can't quite keeps the throttle in though. LD, he's gonna keep the throttle in.
Dave McGuire taking out Jordan again. Oh God. Dave Maguire has been a menace in this one. He's been targeting everyone. Now, all the VRA lads are all together now. 3 of them are all together on the circuit now. They're on the grass. Just Dave Maguire's just causing absolute carnage here. Just for no reason. No reason. Just in the middle of it. Causing absolute death and destruction to the VRA guys who are just finishing up a lap in reverse here. Well, Andrew Murphy's now leading. From Johnny McMullen, from Tony Stack, from Emma Dempsey. So Johnny, now what does he decide to do? He's going to take out somebody as well, or is he going to actually go for a move? Are they actually going to have a race here? Boys, don't actually race.
Yeah, that's not the point of it. We're not here to race. That's not the point. We have another donation in from Callum, a €5 donation. Thank you, Callum. Any 2 drivers to tandem through the Craner curves.
Okay, right. If you need anybody to tandem, it's Evan and somebody else.
I'm actually going to give it to 2 of the RTA guys. I'm going to give it to Andrew Murphy and Rob Parks.
Yeah. So Andrew Murphy and Rob Parks.
Lovely.
So they have got to. So the Crater Curves is that downhill section that they're just coming through now. Them boys need to drift the whole way down the Crater Curves together. We have another donation from the Potato Nation, 20 quid. The leader must drive a full lap in 2nd gear.
Yes, as there's more absolute.
The whole leaders have all crashed as well as
the 2 VRA lads just backing away from it, like nope. I absolutely love that. Now we have a backwards roadblock. They've done a fine.
Brian McCarthy just absolutely aiming for these lads. He's actually become part of Brian's car now and used them as a battering ram into the side of Evan there. So they're going to get to flip round after this lap, and he's. So now Johnny whoever's in the lead at the end of this lap needs to do a full lap in 2nd gear. What the hell is going on in the back straight here?
These are the leaders.
Tony Stack's now leading. Emma Dempsey.
And in the bottom left-hand corner, Tony just scuttling away in 1st place as everybody else follows him. It's like something out of Ride the Valkyrie, with Tony just trying to desperately escape some of the carnage behind him. Dave Maguire again getting stuck in. We're looking at Andrew Murphy, and those guys, he's one of the... himself and Rob Parks will soon be tandeming through the Crater Curves. So that is the downhill, very rapid section. So I'm looking forward to seeing how these 2 guys get on here.
Here they are. They're together now. That's the 2 of them there. So they're getting lined up now to try and attempt a tandem in an MX-5 down the Crater Curves in Donington. With Lawrence just causing problems in the middle here. It's just actually no, it's not Lawrence. It's one of the other ones that's going through there. But I think now they've got to try and line themselves up as best they can here into the Craners. So here they come now into the Crater Curves, up together now. Now, boys, get on the handbrake. Start drifting through the Craners if you can. I don't know if it's even possible, or I don't know how they're going to manage this.
I've seen Evan doing a bit of drifting in it.
Oh good lord! But that was it was an attempt. God, yeah.
Not a completion though. Go again. I want to jump.
Yeah. So they have had a separate accident here. That was Lawrence who took them out, by the way. And then comes Evan with a huge hit, or Peter McGann coming in with a huge hit on them. Lawrence coming in and now deciding to take people out as they came through, but an attempt was made by Andrew and the other 2. So fair play, lads.
Yeah, it was certainly some kind of an attempt. I don't know how much the handbrake was used, but I definitely think you would have. I think stick brake wise, as Tony gets totally tries to brake check Johnny McMullen. Johnny using all of his Lewis Hamilton-esque tactics to swerve away last minute and just clip him. No doubt he'll be claiming that it was Tony's fault and that there was a bit of confusion, even though Tony was only clearly trying to give him the place back. Let's be honest.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Tony's actually in 2nd gear. I think going because he's lost so much time to everyone else in front. I think he actually is going around in 2nd gear as they come around the last corner, and Emma Dempsey's now leading. We never had a female lead a race in Digital-Motorsports.
So actually, we only got the 2nd gear penalty through now. So Emma Dempsey's going to do that. That's...
Yeah, there you go. Short-lived.
This will
But
do nothing for our image. This will do nothing for our image.
way to make us
we were
look
doing
look
we
bad,
were
lads.
doing the World Cup. We were talking about getting more females involved. Female goes first place. Up into second gear you go. Off you go. This reflects terribly on us. My apologies to Emma Dempsey. Although Emma, if it's any consolation, feel free to take anybody out who may challenge your position. As I thought she was going to take that
Well,
advice
she
seriously.
thought about
But
it.
yeah, definitely thought about it. But feel free to take out Tony Stack if you want, because it doesn't really matter. So feel free to take it out.
Yeah. Now, what more shenanigans has got to happen? Well, I can see Dave Maguire and Jordan Kelly together, and I can only see one thing happening here. Yeah. So into the final corner, Jordan fishtailing into the side of Dave Maguire and actually failing to take him out.
Yeah, I
in
love
the
Dave
end.
Dave saw him and was like, right, I'm slowing right down. Off we go. I'm not having that.
No, absolutely not. So, well, there's still 25 minutes of this race to go. Brian still has to endure the pain of doing donuts in the final lap, no matter where he is. So, now I have a feeling those donuts are going to basically end up in a huge accident at the front. Now, who's waiting on pit exit? Who's waiting on pit? Lee
Oh.
O'Brien is sitting there on pit exit. He's waiting for somebody to come past who he's aiming for. And, well, I think he's got going now. He's one of the VRA guys that he was aiming for there. Or he's doing burnouts on the way out of the pit lane. There, look at the smoke being thrown up by
I think that's our
Lee
leader, Tommy
O'Brien there.
McMullen, coming behind him.
I think I know where
Here's
this is
our
going.
race leader. Yeah. Johnny's going to have to take some evasive action here, I think. As
Yeah.
Lee is just like a I don't know, a lion stalking its prey. He just sits there in his wing mirror. He has Johnny exactly where he wants him. All he needs to find is an opportunity to get the job done. Johnny, this is butt clenching time for Johnny if he actually wants to win this race.
I'm reading the in-game chat here, and I can see Tony Stack has just said hunting is a legitimate tactic, and sorry, wrong pedal.
Oh, Tony, brilliant. But now, see, now Lee's let him through, so now he's got him where he wants him. Basically, he's got him in front of him, and a hard braking zone coming up in a few corners. So there might be a large accident about to happen. Either that or Lee's actually aiming for Tony. It's one of the two he's aiming for here after coming out of the pits. Oh wow, this is a really creative one coming in. Or a couple of ones, or two from, well, one from the Potato Nation. Very creative. Lawrence de Sozwa has to do a full lap on maximum field of view.
That's very good. That's very good.
Oh wow! So for anyone who may not be familiar with what field of view is, basically you can adjust how much you're able to see out of the. So your field of vision is if you know how you're able to see kind of in peripheral vision in real life. So kind of 90 degrees either side. You can increase that to ungodly amounts in iRacing. That he's going to have to do a full lap with his head basically buried in the headrest, coming around with a neck the length of the straight or something like that. Now, what has Rob Parks been up to this time? Oh, right. He's decided to go and take the escape road to cut across to the last corner. I didn't know that was there. I had no idea that escape road was there. And that's clever use right there.
He has his eye on someone if he's doing that.
Yeah. Oh wow. Adam Downing, Evan Walsh just had a in there, between the two of them. I don't know who took out who there, but they're enjoying themselves. And oh Jesus, even oh god, there's just constant wincing at everything that's going on around here. There's still time in this race for more donations to come in. Make sure you post them to the wall so we're able to see what's going on. But Lawrence now, if Lawrence now has to do a full lap with a maximum field of view, so even again between Evan and Adam just targeting each other again. Now Evan had the opportunity to roll across the track there and take out two people, but he didn't. Or Adam, sorry, he had the opportunity to roll across and take out multiple people, but he actually didn't do that. So, wondering what's going on. John McMullen is way too far in the lead, folks. So we need to fix that.
I think I might have found a way.
Kev was very
Oh,
quiet there
yes,
for the
Kevin.
last few minutes, so I think that's exactly what's after happening. So whoever's in the lead cannot use their brakes for the next 5 laps, change to the next driver in P1. So I'm assuming that means that for the next 5 laps, whoever is in the lead will have to use no brakes. So Johnny, until he obviously has a massive accident, and then Tony, Emma, etc., as we go along. So I'm going to just put that into iRacing here now and see how we get on.
Kevin, that is brilliant. That is the best idea so far. We have had a screenshot come in of Lawrence driving on maximum field of views. And I don't know how he's able to see where he's going, honestly. It was like his head is buried back in the headrest, and he's able to see basically 360 degrees nearly with the amount of field of view he's got going on. But he is doing it. So now Johnny, I'm assuming on the next lap, whenever he gets the message through, Johnny cannot use his brakes on the next part of the next part. Someone else has decided they're going to do it anyway in the background. They're not going to use their brakes, but Johnny's not allowed to use his brakes in the next lap. If he when he does crash, then it's gonna come through. We're gonna get the photo up of Lawrence in just a second, doing his maximum field of view vision. Here it is. On the street. So
his guard is there. Lawrence is covered in, but LD,
Very good.
LD with the big boy move there. That is outstanding.
Yeah. Now, so I think there's now going to be a lap beginning here. Johnny's not allowed going to use his brakes for the next part or so. But now, it was Lawrence causing chaos here.
Well, it's just a field of view. It's just a field.
Yeah,
he
can't see where he's going. You barely see the track where he's going now. He can see everything else around him except the track in front of him now. So now begins, I think, Johnny's attempt at a lap. He doesn't want to be first. He doesn't want to be.
Oh, very good tactic. Fantastic.
That's a brilliant tactic, Johnny. That's a brilliant tactic. So now, who's going to go? Emma's now not allowed to use her brakes. So very clever. And Tony as well didn't want to go first. So Emma's now not allowed to use her brakes, which I don't think she had heard the message.
Yeah, I don't know if she's gotten the message. I see brake lights.
I've just relayed it again, so we'll see what happens.
See what happens in the old hairpin.
That's the penalised if she keeps using the brakes.
Right, we'll have to wait and see. Down to the old hairpin now. Is there brake lights coming into? No, she's rolling now. She's rolling, and now Rob Parks has caused even more chaos. Rob Parks he's gonna do the classic Rob Parks move, brake check. There's a roadblock ahead as well. Johnny taking each other out, and who's gonna lead now? Johnny's in the lead. No brakes for Johnny now. Johnny's not allowed to use his brakes, and Eric McCready as well in the middle. So Emma's allowed to use her brakes now. Johnny's not allowed to use his brakes. So
this has worked out perfectly.
I'm
enjoying this so much. Now Eric McCready can't use his brakes.
Yeah, no brakes for Eric now. So this is causing chaos. This is a brilliant idea, Kevin. This is causing chaos because nobody wants to be in the lead for the next while. But Eric McCready now is not allowed to use his brakes. And you can see they're all Emma's doing it anyway, coming through. So here's Eric now rolling, trying to take out from Emma as well through there. Outstanding. Now, how is she going to get through this hairpin? Is my question.
You can hear the downshift trying desperately to slow the car down.
Trying to get the car to slow down, and there it is into the wall. And Johnny now is not allowed to use his brakes. So this is going to go on and on for about 4 more laps. This is hilarious. I love this.
Every couple of months where you have an idea and you're like, this is actually thank you, brain. This you actually come in useful. This is one of those moments.
Now, I did see Johnny use his brakes. In the last car, I'm not best pleased, but he was going to hit the wall. So
I'm literally in the chat here saying, Johnny, we could see your brake lights.
Here you go. Oh, look at this. They're coming in into turn 1, rolling through. Johnny is now, he's heard the message. No brake lights.
No brake lights, in fairness. Tony can, of course, behind him.
And Tony's going to nudge him and give him extra speed. But now he's taking Tony. Now he's gone through. Now he's not allowed to use his brakes.
No brakes. Craner curves, no brakes. Old hairpin, no brakes. What does Tony Stack do? Oh,
He took that a bit too well.
I think he took that a bit too.
And who's coming through? Who is in that VRA car causing chaos up in front and is causing roadblocks?
Can only be Evan Walsh.
It's got to be Evan. Now coming to, no, that's no brake lights from Tony. No, fair play. He's still going through here with no brake lights. There's another, I think they have another 3 more laps where they have to do this. And to be fair, he's actually doing well here.
This is well handled. Well done.
Well handled.
This is really good.
Yeah, we're actually very intrigued now with what's going on. I have a fear that VRA car in front. That's the problem I have. And he's also, that looks like Rob Parks up behind him as well.
Boink.
Yeah, there's gonna be a punt here. No, he took to the gravel and kept it going. But Rob
now let's see what he does going into the hairpin. Oh, he slowed right down.
He's gonna bang down the lead. He's gonna go for the. He lined that up beautifully and still didn't use his brakes. He used Rob as a brake going in there, and now that's clever. That's brilliant. So now Johnny back to the lead again. Another 3 more laps, lads. Coming in, and he's decided to give the place now. Nudge from Johnny. Round he goes. Tony doesn't realize he can use his brakes. He's gone into the wall in the back.
It looks like the guys up the front here literally just, as they're coming across the line, they're just making sure that they're not the first one across.
Yeah, Johnny lifting off into turn 1, and that'll be Eric coming through. So Eric's now going to try to take the old hairpin without using his brakes. I have noticed that they're about 11 seconds in the lead, so we need to fix that. With this next one, Tony binned it in the final corner. So here we go now.
Oh, Johnny with the send. No brakes. Send.
No brakes. Oh, here comes the VRA.
Oh,
a missed opportunity to take them out there, but inches away from death there as they came in. So who gets to use the brakes now? Johnny makes the corner. He actually nearly hit the apex as well of that corner, despite not having any brakes. Coming up the hill now. This is actually probably easy enough to do by the looks of it with no brakes. It's this next part that seems to be the problem. Oh my God! I've seen a brilliant one. Rob Parks has to stay outside of track limits for a full lap.
That won't be too hard now, considering the way he drives. So
we have another one from Nathan Healy. Lawrence tells him to remove his wheel and to drive with the QR only. So he's got to drive with just the hub for.
Johnny's just got into the shadow realm. I absolutely love this.
And one more, Sean Bradbury. 3 VRA members must drive 3 wide for 2 laps.
Excellent.
God, right.
We nominate the members, or is it just whoever's the 3 closest? I wonder.
I think, just whoever's the 3, that they can get together and drive 3 wide for a few laps. But now, I can't wait for the clip of this. Lawrence Oswald's got to take his wheel off and drive around with just using the wheel hub for a whole lap. And I don't know how he's going to do that, but I
want to know how he's going to put the wheel back on afterwards if he's still rolling.
I think this is him trying to take the wheel off now down the straight. Now the VRS are going to gang up on him as well as they come into turn 1.
This is like that meme. I think you all know the meme I'm talking about. It involves one blonde girl and that's exactly what's in my head when I see Lawrence trying to take his wheel off surrounded by VRA cars.
Oh no, they're causing a roadblock as well for 2 laps. Here they go. So they're making it one better. They're nearly making it 4 wide, and Lawrence is trying to get through at the same time. And lads, this is brilliant. They're ganging up on Lawrence here. Before Lawrence sent off into the gravel, in this and another Potato Nation car comes through as well. But all the VRA cars have come together on the circuit except one. They're waiting for one more to come up. And so Evan's there, Brian is there, Adam is there, Peter is there, and Jordan's arriving. They're literally targeting Lawrence at the box him in, hitting him every which way into the next part, and joined in by another one as well. Oh, class.
And Lawrence just with his wheel hub trying to keep this on the road with no wheel on.
Oh, brilliant. And they've somehow managed to take each other out at the same time, causing this. Oh, this is brilliant. There's only another 12 or 11 minutes left. of this race. So if you want some race-defining donations, get them in now. That'll cause problems for whoever's up in the lead right now. But yeah, they are driving 3 wide. They've got to do this they've got to do this for 2 laps. Poor Lawrence. Lawrence is getting driven all the way to the wall by Peter McCann down the grass the whole way down. Oh, this is fantastic. Ronan Doherty, a tenner donation. I want to see a VRA versus RTA versus 2 tag teamed lap of dirty driving versus any 2 team. So they. Oh, so this.
I tell you, we should have gotten Evan to do the tandem. He is doing a great job of drifting that Mazda. That's what I like to see.
Yeah, he is.
A VRA tag team tandem.
Yep. So now they've got to get 2 VRA guys versus 2 RTA guys.
And we have a new donation. This is from Ronan. We have more donations from Box than anywhere else tonight, I think. Ronan Herdeman. Ronan, do you want to tell the world what is your donation and why you've done it?
So, taken from a previous stream I've seen before, we're going to go for a full grid reline-up.
Oh, class. So this is going to cause even more problems now, because it doesn't say that they have to line up in their grid slot. They're just going to park wherever, just kick on the grid and line it up. So now every car is going to get back to the grid. And so I'm assuming...
right up the front. Ready
Yeah.
to cause carnage?
Yeah, Peter's back to Dave McGuire's going to reverse back down the grid to cause even more problems. So with 10 minutes to go, we're going to get the grid back up. Whoever Lawrence is at the front now, VRL has a door. Everyone's just parking at the front to get up the front, or as close to the front as they can. I foresee. Can I just say, I foresee an absolutely monumental crash into the first corner, involving everybody. And they're all coming down towards the first corner. Oh, Roland, oh my God, this is going to be a huge crash down the front straight. Oh, wow. This is every car.
Absolutely spectacular.
Spectacular. Absolutely spectacular.
Oh.
In the first quarter, and
This is like the Red Bull. This is like the Red Bull Ring in the last IDMC series. Just everybody taking each other out.
Yeah, it's brilliant. So everybody lined up on the grid, and somehow Johnny McMullen's back in the lead now. Andrew Murphy's second. I don't know how. And oh wow! So
Oh my God!
Tag team across the grass. Oh my God! How's he held on to that? How has he held on to that with the jump across there? I think it was Evan who took the massive. Adam just absolutely sending it on the grass across there. Oh my God! Full lap on the grass. Evan going with him as well, tandeming across the grass. And a nudge in the mid lane. Now he's starting to brake check everyone and causing a massive crash.
This is the VRA tag team. Look at the carnage they're causing.
Oh wow! Brilliant! And remember, this is all the donations are going to charity to the Make-A-Wish Foundation. This is all for fun. This is not serious. This is a chance for lads to just to gang up on each other and do this. So the tag teams is in session as far as I can see, because Adam and Evan are causing untold amounts of chaos right here, as they're just parked. Oh Jesus! Is the cut into the chicane. There's RTA, so now this is going to be a problem now as they try to sort themselves out. So now I think this is Evan and Andrew up into the hairpin. So this is going to be probably a punt. I thought there was going to be a punt there, but there wasn't. But Rory O'Shea, I think, has cut the whole last corner.
Rob's now doing his lap off track, so Rob has to do an entire lap off track. Let's not forget that.
Yeah, with all the carnage, I only got a chance to actually put that onto him now, so he's going to start that lap.
Okay, yeah, here we go. So he should peel. I'm assuming he's going to peel off to the right-hand side and just ignore the whole... No, he's actually sticking to the track. I think he misunderstood us.
He's doing the start of the next lap.
Yeah, start next lap.
Imagine he's probably waiting for the start of the lap, and Rob, next lap 30 for Rob Parks, has to be entirely off the track.
Yep. Now, another donation.
I'm still waiting to see the... sorry, before you go there, I'm still waiting to see the the screenshot of Lawrence trying to disassemble his wheel and drive it to Sim Hub. So if anybody has that, wants to send it in, and do remember there's a donation link is still in the bio. We're counting down on time on the race, so we do have a bit of treats for you to come. Let's not forget Jordan Kelly has to interview Chris McCann, which would be good crack. But there is still plenty of time to donate. We're not quite at our goal yet, but we need you to push us over the line. You're the only person that can do it. So do click donate and get us over the line. 40 so far. So sorry, Jack.
Yeah, Mark Ivory with the donation here. RTA lads to use handbrake only for 2 laps, no coasting. So they can only slow their car down with the handbrake. So I don't know how Rob Parks is going to pull this one off into the first corner. He's got to be now handbrake and off the track at the same time. Now look at this. He's only slowing himself down with the handbrake while just remaining off the circuit as much as he can. Now, 54 minutes, we're coming up to the point close now where Brian has to do donuts, so we have to watch out for that. And now we have, oh, Jesus Christ, right. Chris McCann has put in another one.
Oh, yes.
20 quid for the entire grid to do a reverse lap at the same time.
That has to be last lap. Can we
That's got to be the last lap.
Line up the grid and do a reverse lap to finish the race?
Yeah,
with
so
Brian McMahon is doing donuts, and I think
Yeah.
Chris McCann still has to do his donuts in the start-finish line, doesn't he? Am I saying that? Or
he might have done them already. He might have done them already. I'm not. Brian is deciding to just start to take out the leaders, I'd say. Now coming up to the line now. He wants to go back to the lead and chase after Rory O'Shea, who's leading this one now, up the front. So let's see what happens here, but I think we're gonna have to get all the grid together to do a whole lap in reverse, which I think is gonna be great fun to see who's gonna do that while Brian McManus is doing donuts, which is gonna be the best part about this because he's closing in on that.
Doing donuts for like 6 minutes by the time everyone does their backwards lap.
Yeah, he's not allowed to stop doing the donuts until he gets lapped.
I feel like
as well.
Is it just me or is Brian McManus trying to make it up to the front so that he can then spend the last lap doing donuts?
I think so.
Yes.
I think that's exactly what
He's trying to relive his glory days.
Yeah, so he's got to do that. He's trying to get as close as he can to the front. He's got about 6 seconds to make up, but he can just cut the final corner if he wants to do that. So he should be all right.
I'm kind of hoping that Ronan keep an eye on his penalties so that Brian can just cut the last couple of corners and just push straight back up to the lead.
Yeah, I think here we go. No, actually he takes it properly this time, coming through. So there should be. I'm looking, trying to see how many laps ago. I'm pretty sure Rory cut a whole part of that lap there because he's now 8 seconds in the lead. Johnny's going with a massive lunge on him, and he's just taking Brian out in the back. So,
right, well that's the end of that plan.
Well, he was practicing his donuts there. He's practicing them coming through as he got taken. Tony went off or got taken out on the way through at the same time, and here comes the revenge coming down. So much. Oh, Dave Maguire again! Dave Maguire again, just causing absolute. He's been targeting VRA this evening, going straight for them all the way through.
Oh God!
So this is hilarious. I think we've another like 2 laps or something. Jesus Christ, Evan. Has he actually pulled? How has he done that? What the hell?
He just Scandi flicked a Mazda into the turn 1 at Donington. That's outrageous.
I want to appreciate this entry, like from Evan. The complete angle on the way in, and actually made the corner.
But she tells you she's home alone.
Oh, Evan, brilliant.
So just so you know, guys, we've relayed the last lap entire grid to do in reverse, and Brian to do donuts on last lap until grid clears.
Okay, right. So we're waiting to see that now. This is going to be the only way this could end, that we get this now. So this next lap should be the last one. So now,
when this happens.
Yeah, I think this is a special moment. You know, this is very special that we get everyone on the grid driving reverse for the last lap. So Rory's got to pull up on the grid now. Brian's got to start doing donuts on the grid for the last lap. So we're going to get him to pull up now, and this is going to decide the race. basically, who wins the charity event. It's going to be the first. It's probably going to be the first race to be won in reverse in this one. As now they're going to start flicking the wrong way. Here we go. Peter is now decided he wants to go to the lead, and now the reverse lap begins. So, who's going to be in the lead now? Now the race begins as they come down. They're taking each other out on the way down. I think they've actually taken the checkered flag. Some of them have actually crossed the line to take the checkered flag somehow. Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. How is that the checkered flag? That's not the checkered flag.
Oh, it is the checkered flag. Rory O'Shea's just taken it, so apparently he's our race winner. Keep an eye on this. I have no
There's
idea.
still 2 minutes left on the counter.
What have you done with the server?
What is this? Oh, lad, that's so. To be fair, that's probably the best way to end that.
We're still waiting on Brian. Is Brian still doing his donuts?
He's in the pits for some reason. He's in the pits. So,
Brian, come on, you have to come out and do a few donuts. Or do a few donuts in the pits.
How is that registered that as a checkered flag? I'm very confused. It's coming out. But they're still going to finish the lap in reverse. So according to what's going on here, right? Rory has won. Peter has somehow not taken the checkered flag. And he's in second.
I'm pretty sure we've just confused the server somehow. Like, I've never seen that happen.
We've done whatever they've done. They've somehow broken the server with the amount of stuff. They've broken iRacing by doing this.
Well, we broke. What do we break last time? Wasn't it the SDK? So we might as well break iRacing while we're at it.
Yeah. We've got to register register the checkered flag a lap earlier. So it would mean, do you know what? It probably realized Brian was about to do donuts and put the checkered flag out a lap earlier to feel sorry for him. I'm sorry, Brian. That's what you get for putting me on the car. So they're going to finish out the in lap, we'll say, with the checkered flag. And then we don't have to get to do any interviews because Jordan has to interview Chris.
Yeah, we have a few more. We have another interview. We have another Doherty, which says interview Rob Parks. During the interview, the interviewer must flirt with him, but don't tell him anything about it beforehand.
Oh my god!
Oh my
god! Right.
Now,
I'll wait until he actually crosses the line and he's finished up here, and then what I'll do is I'll just drag him into the interview waiting area, and we can pounce that upon him. There has been one other donation that I will not be doing because it's on the line. It's on the line of what we can do. But Mark O'Rourke has come in to say, I just want to say, Ronan, I'm better than you at karting, and I'm not reading the rest of it out.
Well, you can read the rest of it out. But
and he wants me to speak in a Japanese accent for 5 minutes, but I am not doing that.
That is definitely a line.
Yeah.
I don't think Ronan. I don't think. Well, I saw Make-A-Wish Foundation retweeted my story, so perhaps people at the Make-A-Wish Foundation are watching this.
Oh my god! If they are, I'm so sorry.
I don't think speaking in a Japanese accent for 5 minutes is exactly the kind of activity they endorse to raise money. But do keep sending in those donations because there's still plenty of time, and we do have interviews, and there are some great chances. As I said, that one with Rob Parks flirting with him at a random without telling him is a great one. Plenty of time to get other drivers in and to do fun stuff with them in the interviews. Once it's reasonably, not offensive to any particular race or religion, then we're happy to do it. So yeah, just click that donation link in the bio. All goes towards a brilliant cause, Make-A-Wish Foundation, making dreams and wishes come true for children with life-threatening illnesses. So do click the donation link. This is all because of you. This whole backwards joke of a race that finished apparently 2 minutes early. They look at the clock; it's just flicking between 33 and 34.
We've broken the server.
We've
broken the server. Because apparently as well, Brian has come out and said that he was out donuts in the middle of the circuit on his roof. He did do that. So the race is now officially over. So officially Roy O'Shea is won. And now the demolition derby just starts. So now they get to continue to take each other out, as if they hadn't had enough chance to do it. They've had an hour to take each other out, and they still do it after the checkered flag. But I think it's time now. We have for our post-race interview, right? Our first one, right? We're going to drag them in. We're going to have a chat with them here. So we have got Chris McCann and Jordan Kelly, and the donation was that Jordan Kelly has to interview Chris McCann in the posters interview. So, boys, away you go.
Oh, Chris, how'd that race go for you?
I don't know, man. I didn't race.
How many donations did you fuck us up on?
I donated way too much money, man. Way too much money. I don't know what I did.
When are you gonna come back racing for us, Chris?
No, I'm too good for all Ela, so I have to wait for someone to catch up to me, like someone like Lewis Hamilton or someone has to start sim racing for me to actually come back to defend my crown.
So, on a spectator's point of view, how do you think that race went for everybody?
I don't think it went well for anyone, but geez, it was really funny to watch.
This is quite possibly the best interview I've ever heard.
Yeah,
I don't think you could call it a
two massive introverts trying to interview each other.
trying to cook people over.
Thanks a million, guys, for entertaining us.
Thanks for doing the event, guys, as well.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers, guys. Thank you.
That was the worst thing I've ever heard.
Yeah.
Just absolutely chronic.
I'm gonna save that and how not to interview 101.
I think it was summed up by Jordan asking how that race went and Chris answering, "I don't know, man. I didn't race." That's
Pretty much how it is, so. Wait, who do we have next, Ronan?
You're not making me do this one.
Yeah, you are. Away you go.
Well, Rob, how are you?
What? Disappointed I didn't win that one now, to be honest.
You're looking well today, Rob.
Oh, you know it, Ronald. You tell me that all the time, man.
Nobody's meant to know about that, Rob, at all.
Oh
No,
shit, sorry, I forgot it was supposed to be a secret.
Just like the way you to be racing,
It's elegant, isn't it?
Oh, it's on the border of explicit.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You love it though.
Oh, absolutely.
It's getting weird. It's
It seems that Rob needs absolutely no context to be flirted with. That he's just perfectly happy to take it.
This is a normal Tuesday night in the RTA server. In
I'll take
fairness.
compliments and flattery from someone like Ronan Hitterman any day. From a professional backmarker like himself, it means a lot.
Oh, and there it is. Rob, thank you very much for entertaining us this evening. You were a big highlight in terms of what was going on. In basically any time we saw any crash, it involved you, and it wouldn't be unlike you and me to be doing that type of thing in RTA on a Tuesday night. So, thank you very much.
Thanks for giving me the platform to showcase my crashing skills, lads. Absolutely fantastic.
No worries, anytime.
Cheers, Rob.
Cheers, boys.
No, Ronan, there's another donation, another requesting for you, and I think, to be fair, Mark O'Rourke has donated €5 of his well-earned cash, and you refused, I think quite rightly, to not do a Japanese accent for 5 minutes, but Mark has asked you to sing your next interview. So who do we have in the next, lined up to interview next that Ronan can serenade? Okay, Peter McCann, brilliant.
Way you go, Ronan.
Hello.
Peter, how are you?
You've done some disturbing stuff in my time, but that's...
How was your race tonight?
Am I on the stream? I am, yeah.
Yes.
Yes, you are.
I know it says I won, right? But Ronan gave me admin privileges and I cut the national track about 8 times.
So basically what you're saying is you screwed up the server.
Rory's the honest winner, lads. That was the best crack I ever had in my life. It was just unreal.
Absolutely
Brilliant.
fabulous.
How do I unhear something?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm obviously missing out on a donation, or you've just took on some kind of a new role or something.
I'm just realizing now that this is going to live on the internet forever. Thanks, guys.
Yeah,
Forever and
this
ever.
is
Yeah.
clip, yeah.
Thank you very much to Mark O'Rourke for that. That was well worth it.
Oh.
Peter, you were a good dummy there. Thanks very much. But yeah, our non-race winner, iRacing server breaker, Peter McCann. Does anybody else have any? I see Lawrence with a big donation, about €100
Oh,
here from
wow.
Lawrence.
Wow.
Yeah, fantastic.
Potato. So thank you so much to Potato Nation for your donations and everything for tonight. And Johnny McMullen, is he our race winner, or certainly our race winning contester for a lot of the race with another €20 as well?
I'm absolutely so confused. I'm so confused. Look at what the race the race thinks Peter McCann won.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rigged.
Absolutely no idea what's going on there.
Now he did say, I know it says I won, but Rory actually won it. So that's because he cut the track about 9 times.
And you know what? That's what it's all about in this championship, Jack. It's about consistency.
What have we learned here tonight, folks? Well, if you do exactly what we just did on an iRacing server, you managed to break it.
Yeah.
Other than that, we've learned absolutely nothing, I think, pretty much.
we have raised quite a good bit of money for the Make-A-Wish Foundation. So thank you to everyone that has donated. It means a lot to both Digital Motorsports and to the Make-A-Wish Foundation, who have been very good in the background in terms of organising this in a very last-minute fashion. But thank you very much to the Make-A-Wish Foundation for getting things set up, and thank you very much for all the donations. They're going to a very worthy cause.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. And there is still plenty of time to donate. Obviously, we're finishing up soon enough here. We've had our interviewers, and we've had our stroke not winner, and we've had an awful lot of crack. This will live on the internet. So if you're flicking back over this, if you're watching back, the donation link should still be valid for a good while.
Correct, yeah.
So if you're watching it back, you're not necessarily watching it live, but you're getting a good laugh out of it. Do click on the bio and you can send in your donation, because it is very, very much appreciated. Obviously, our goal for €2,000, getting ever closer from Digital Motorsports. But Jack, yeah, what did you make of that? That was there's a word beginning with S that I want to use all race, and I haven't been able to. But there's been quite a bit of swearing on this from some of our interviewees as well. Which is very good for
Yeah.
Motorsports broadcast. But thanks to everyone. Jack, what a race!
Can you call it a race? Is that
Oh,
a race?
yeah, I think so. I mean, it's a bit of a debauchery / race, but
Yeah. Do you know what? It was a chance for the drivers to kind of let loose, but it was also a chance for us to let loose as well, because we have to take it serious all the time, and we got to kind of just have the crack as well. So that was, I make comparisons a lot. Anyone who raced back in VRAA about 2.5 years ago, we remembered the minis at Mondello race. Ronan remembers it very well.
Oh, indeed.
Yeah. It's close on that level. I don't think Everton's ever going to beat it, but this is a very close second to how funny this was.
If you have a spare half an hour, please go back through Digital Motorsports YouTube channel and find that. It is microphone peaking entertainment, and it is probably one of the funniest races that we've ever done in Digital Motorsports, and I completely agree with you, Jack. It hasn't been beaten yet.
No, I don't. It's going to be very hard to beat it. I think it was the most hilarious thing I've ever seen. It was the racing combined with the peaking mics made it even more like hilarious. It was me, and Niall was there in his race suit, watching over my shoulder, and I think it was Brad. Brad
O'Needs, yeah, correct.
Yeah. It was with me, and the two of us were just basically in tears laughing at that. And I think Brian actually won that race. And Brian is asking, "Did I see myself in the car?" Yes, yes, I did. Where did you get that photo from? You blank.
Oh, can I just make a point as well about that? Peter McCann won the race in a VRA livery car, and he finished it going backwards. So am I right in saying Jack Canan's face crossed the finish line before anybody else did?
No, it was only on Brian's car. It was only on
Oh.
Brian's car, so no. No. Really
Oh
good.
God.
It's
That's so
yeah.
disappointing.
I am so yeah. I was right about that photo. That was the time I was in month 17 of age driving a Seer. That's where he got that
And
from.
you
But
still haven't changed. God bless you.
no, still haven't changed. On that point, I think it's just having one of these is such a great way to round out the year, because it's a bit of bad year, let's be honest, overall
Yeah.
for everyone, and to just have something that just makes people laugh for an hour or something just makes it worth it, and it makes us even more just excited for the new IDMC season. That it will be serious, but we know at the end of every year we're going to get one of these.
Yeah, absolutely. But look, it's been just before we wrap up. Again, we were talking about it after the IDMC, but like it's been a terrible year for a lot of us, certainly personally. But God, what a year it's been for Digital Motorsports, and what amazing, milestones we've had with the Digital Motorsports World Cup, with the growth of the IDMC and the international stage, with some of the partnerships that Niall has been working away on, and of course Rob as well, and even Digital Motorsports. Some of the amount of people that have gone into sim racing, and the amount of people that are using Digital Motorsports as their premier kind of gear supplier is really not gear. I mean, obviously sim rig gear, before people get the wrong idea. But yeah, it's just what a brilliant. I just think it's been a brilliant year for Digital Motorsports, and roll on 2022. If 2021 is anything to go by DM, with some of the plans in place for 2022, it's set to be a massive year. So really, really look forward to seeing the back of this year in more ways than one.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sorry, that is me being a terrible commentator. I'm sorry. I was gonna cut in and say something, but
We're not laughing at you. We're not laughing at you. We've had a last-minute donation
Oh,
from
no.
Rob Parks to disqualify Peter McCann from the results.
I think we can do that.
I think we can do that. I think we can do that.
I think we can do that.
And thanks very much to Rory O'Shea, who is the winner of the annual Christmas charity race.
Our inaugural winner. Rory, you get absolutely nothing, but thanks for taking part anyway. No, it looked like what a brilliant year. And like Jack, I suppose you're probably the same thing. Anything you wanna finish off on 21 before we roll into 22?
If we can do 2021 but bigger, and well, no, actually, never mind. Just do this again next year. Just one of these, please. That's all I want.
Yeah, I don't care about anything else. Just the charity race. That's all I want.
Can do.
Doing an IDMC season of charity races. Yeah, look, thanks a million. I think, guys, that's like not much more to say, really, is there? At this point, Ronan, thanks so much for all your help on the cameras all year. We've said it before, we've said it again. Absolutely outstanding. Even that one with the I forget his name, the flag iRacing flag guy whose name I forget.
Arnie.
Yeah, that's it, Arnie the flag waver. He, like, with all those guys rolling off and him in the background and the carnage ensuing, that was just a beautiful shot. So yeah, here's to bigger and better things in 2022. Hopefully, Jack, you'll be joining me back on our regular stint for the IDMC season. And here's to what's going to be a brilliant 2022. But yeah, if you have enjoyed this, if you're watching back, or if you still haven't put in a donation, do please put in your donation on the link in the bio, and yeah, just keep helping us raise money for a really worthy cause. But from Ronan, from Jack, and from myself, until 2022, have a very happy new year, stay safe, and slán go fóill.